Hello everybody, Steve here with the Vinyl Record Mission. Thank you for joining us again. And today we're going to talk all things Gerald Casale. If you're not familiar with that name, you should be. He is one of the founding members, the bass player, lead vocalist, and one of the main lyric writers for the iconic 70s and 80s band DEVO. I'm also going to share some intimate details with you about his personal life and what he's doing nowadays, and also show you all of my autograph records that I have from Jerry and explain to you why I get to stand around and drink wine with him for 4 to 6 hours on end. Stay tuned.
Your two favorite guys, Ryan and Steve from the Vinyl Record Mission.
Gerald Casale, one of the founding members of, yes, the iconic new wave band from the 70s and 80s, DEVO. How do I start this without having it be negative? In 1970, on May 4th, on the campus of Kent State University, the Kent State shootings took place. You may have heard it be referred to as the Kent State Massacre. Whatever you might call it, it was horrific, it was uncalled for, and it was yet another example of how our government poorly handles things. Two of Gerald's very dear friends, Alison Krauss and Jeffrey Miller, were both killed at the shooting. And from what interviews have said, Jerry was there by their sides when they died. This event forever changed Jerry's outlook on society and government. And for that, I believe we have to thank for him being who he is today. The music that he brought to us was very political, if you listen to the lyrics. And he definitely has a different outlook on life. So much that at the time he coined the term and ideal of de-evolution, and hence the name of the group DEVO. Out of that came many, many, many good things. So many happy people, just great music, and great memories. So, sometimes out of horrific things come beauty. And I'm sure if Jerry could go back and trade it all in to have his two friends back, he would do that. That's the kind of guy that he is. And I've had the pleasure of meeting Jerry a couple of times, and he is a genuinely nice individual, just very, very articulate, artistic. He is very much an artisan in every way, shape, and form. The guy is a homemade pizza making extraordinaire. He's got an outdoor pizza oven, and he just loves to make his homemade pizzas. He's an amazing cook. Not only is he an amazing cook, but he's also in the wine game. Yeah, the group DEVO, man, they traveled, the world over. You name it. I can't say how many times, but they were definitely out and about. Europe, the Western world, you name it, they were there eating and drinking. And Jerry eventually discovered that he had a passion for wine. And he was tasting, in the beginning, he was tasting the big, fat, juicy cabs and overly oaked Chardonnays. And then he discovered Italy. Yeah. Barbaresco, Barolo, Barbera, you name it, he was drinking it. And even the Vega Sicilia from Spain, he was in love with all of these high-end wines because they were balling. One day in Paris, of course, a French wine promoter poured off a glass of Domaine Romanée-Conti, DRC. And Jerry was forever changed. Before that, he knew nothing of Pinot Noir. And then when he came back to the States, he tasted a bottle of William Selim, another amazing Pinot Noir, and he was forever changed. He decided he wanted to make wine. So this is something that you may not know about Jerry. He's a winemaker. Not a winemaker, but he owns a wine company, and he even taught classes about wine for like 3 or 4 years. So he is definitely passionate about winemaking. This is his Pinot Noir 50 by 50. I'll leave a link for his website in the description. And of course, it's autographed to Steve. Yeah, we'll see how this ages over the next, I don't know if I want to open this. Sealed bottles of wine and sealed records. Let's see, what do they have in common? I don't believe there's any PVC in this. And if it's stored correctly, I do believe it has, maybe 10 years at the most. Probably not a wine that's meant to age forever. Nevertheless, it's best fresh. That wine is outstanding. I would highly recommend you check out his website. He's got a beautiful Pinot Noir, a beautiful Carneros Pinot Noir Rosé, or Rosé of Pinot Noir, should I say. And he also just came out with a white Pinot Noir, which is so exciting. It's delicious. I highly recommend that you try this white Pinot Noir. I'll also leave a link for the website of my employer where you can actually buy the wine online and have it shipped if you need to have it shipped. So, getting back to Jerry. He's come to our place of business numerous times to taste. And here's a couple photos of us in the tasting room. He has events there, and all the Devo fans come. We promote it. They come down. They're wearing these. They come in with their energy domes. This is, again, autographed. You guys have seen this already by Jerry. And they come down, and Jerry chats with them. And Metallica later. I don't know what you do. Yeah, no, you actually have a passion for it, and almost got out of the music business to get into the wine business. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh, I love it, and it's I'm committed to it.
Right. You can taste it. Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from an Italian family too, and I thought, oh yeah, I know wine. I don't know shit about wine.
That's always, when you think you know about wine, that's when you start from there.
And I went to wine school, and
just so personable. He tastes his wine with them, and it's just a really, really beautiful end to the beginning of a sad story. It was very unfortunate that Jerry had to experience what he did back then. But you know what? The two people did not die in vain. They actually stood up for something they believed in. They left behind a memory of heroism and bravery, and something that this country lacks a lot of these days. And hopefully, there'll be a change and a turnaround. But for now, we've got this. Yeah, that makes us feel better. And so does this. Devo, the music. Yeah, Gerald Casale, the bass player, oftentimes lead vocalist, the lyric writer of most of their music, and just, one of the backbones of this group, like I said before. And I'm fortunate enough to have all of my records that I have from Devo autographed, as you can see here. Jerry wrote it right there. He always does something really creative. Jerry of, and his arrow here, of Devo. So we've got that. Yeah, two of my favorite songs on here. Jacko Wacko and the cover of Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. Oh, come on. That's a killer tune. And then I've also got this one here that he autographed again. He likes to autograph do something creative on him. There he is right there. You Must Whip It. And then up here, Jerry of Devo. Got that one. Actually, I had 2 copies of that, so I had him sign both of them. Yeah, funny, huh? And then we've got this album right here that he also signed right there on his body. You can see right down there, Jerry of Devo. And then I recently bought this, which I think everybody should pick up. I don't even know if they have any of these left, but this is his group that he came out with later in, I think it was 2018 maybe. Took a long time for them to get this album released, but it's Jihad, Jerry, and the Evildoers. There he is right there. What a cover, huh? Isn't that a freaking fantastic cover? And look at the just amazing artwork on this album cover. And he signed this one for me on the back. Jihad, Jerry, in true fashion, of course. We all know that's Gerald Casale there. And it came on amazing, very, very cool. I'm not a big colored vinyl lover, but Gerald did a great job on this splatter vinyl. I dig this. It is very, very cool looking, man. I'm loving it. And on this album, Gerald's lead vocals, but my favorite tunes on here is What's in a Name, and then Find Out, He's Always There. And then on side 2, my other favorites are I've Been Refused. I'm telling you, this guy still rocks, man. He just completely kicks ass. His vocals for a 74-year-old man, he sounds like a 23-year-old stud. Not kidding you. Let's see here. We've got some information on the inner sleeve. Oh, you know, one of my other favorite songs on this album is I Need a Chick. Yeah, they covered I Need a Chick from, what is it, that 77 to, I can't remember what years they were, but it's early Devo. They couldn't even put the lyrics on the lyric sheet. That song is so natty. Yeah, but it's a fun song. It's just got some pretty graphic lyrics in it. But this is it. He dedicated it to his brother Robert Casale right there, where he says, quote, "The music is dedicated to the memory of my brother, the original Devo bandmate, Robert Casale Jr." And then you see there Gerald's initials down at the bottom. But you got many of the usual suspects on this album. The Mothersboro brothers at sea. He credits Bob Casale. He credits Bob Mothersbaugh, Mark Mothersbaugh, Josh Fries, Josh Hager, Steve Bartek. All these guys he has given credit to. This was mastered at Bernie Grundman Studios in Hollywood. And the sound quality is just amazing. The bass and the drums, the depth of this album is phenomenal. Just amazing sounding quality. And the tunes are all very classic Devo. They've got 2 background vocalists that give the songs like this, kind of like a soulful vibe to them. When they sing, they have such soulful voices, and that's Alex Brown and Jerry Lynn. It was produced by Gerald Casale, and it's just an amazing accomplishment for a man in his 70s. Not to mention, he just had a baby in 2022 at like 72 years old. Go Jerry. Man, talk about, you put the evolution back in de-evolution. Yeah, Jerry has just really made a way for himself, and he's doing what he loves doing. And I'm happy to see that he's still going strong. So that's it for my little tidbits on Gerald Casale, an amazing musician, artist, wine extraordinaire, just an all-around great guy. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Vinyl Record Mission. This is Steve checking out. Until next time, take care.
If you haven't, make sure you hit like and subscribe to The Vinyl Record Mission so that way you don't miss out on any future content. More videos coming your way.